Well, it's live, but it's yelling at me. How's it look?
You got a thing plugged in?
Nope. Where's it at?
Oh, they have to turn their phone. We're good.
Everybody's in the loop.
What it looks like.
Yeah, no, that's what it.
Why is it not showing it straight? Come more towards me. That's all it already moved.
Does that need to go more?
Yeah.
Zach wants to be in the show now. Is that there?
Oh. Got that. It'll be alright. Yeah, you go right there.
And there's a slow connection. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the range doesn't work. My iPad.
You can hear that right now.
Can you hear the rain?
Okay. A little bit.
How do you even look at your shot?
I don't know, bro.
Fix that. Hot fizz screw.
Huh?
Screw.
Oh, yeah.
Put some silicone on it.
Put some of the D's nuts up there. Oh! Shit.
And just like that, we're demonetized again.
Ah.
And just like that, we're demonetized again.
Yep, can't get no stars. I just trying to help y'all out.
Yeah.
Trying to share everything real quick.
If anybody's familiar with the process of getting monetized, please let us know, because we don't know what we're doing.
And well, you already said this. If you gotta turn your phone, I'm sorry. The app's acting crazy.
Yeah.
I just love the way this guy polishes his car. I mean, he gets all of it underneath. I like it.
Who's that?
One of my friends. He's got a show truck. But he'll take, like, the wheels off, polish the inside, the outside. I mean, all of it underneath.
Right.
Alright, wait a little bit.
Well, so now begins the question, will Holball show up?
Nope. Probably not.
Guarantee this rain, he's passed out asleep.
Probably.
Steve Holland Blue.
Let me know when we get up there, Zach. I gotta look at my notes.
I don't think Zach's watching you.
What do you want to know?
He wants to know how many people are watching.
We only got 9. Now we got 8. Now we got 10.
Yeah.
We're getting there, buddy.
Getting up there.
Mr. Jones is watching.
Oh, this chair goes back quite a ways.
Yeah.
Taking a nap right here.
Got a special guest this week. Unannounced. Just
Last minute decision.
change the camera angle. We cannot change the camera angle. It's not working with us. Something's wrong with that, Mr. Jones. Yeah. Don't stop believing. I don't think they really want to hear people sing. They want to hear. This isn't a singing podcast. Could be. Ray, what are you doing down there, dog? Watching all kinds of stuff. Race cars. If you hear raindrops, it is raining. We're in a metal building. There's a hurricane outside. There is a hurricane outside.
It's been raining all day.
It's going to rain till about 10 o'clock tonight? Yeah.
That's it. That's not bad.
The only smart person was Eastbay.
Yeah.
They get all their winter nationals in.
Yeah, I was looking forward to going out there Saturday. Oh well. It is what it is.
All right, boys, you ready?
I'm excited. Zach, you ready?
Zach, you ready?
Well, yeah, no, I was born ready.
You got your water ready?
Yeah, because somebody knocked over my drink.
New guy.
All right. Welcome to the Let's Go Carl podcast. Welcome back. I am Loud Carl.
Big Carl.
Amish Carl.
And we have a new guy because Hall Blue couldn't show up. We're going to call him Bomber Carl. He's an R.
We're back to calling him Missing Carl instead of Real Carl.
We have a couple of hot topics this week since we missed last week. We had Moose Hole Late Model Winternationals. We had the Sprint Car Week at Eastbay. I brought this in, the black flag, underused. I mean, that's a hot topic. Pit area.
The move over flag.
Move over flag. The pit area, all Winternationals.
Yeah.
The pit area, that was a good one.
Josh is going to go off on the pit area topic.
I got a funny story on that one, though.
Then, of course, we got Swamp Cabbage this coming week. And Golden House Crown Bit, $50K to win, question mark.
Yeah, so it depends on how many cars show up, how much they're paying out.
Okay.
They have a whole thing right here. We can cover that real quick. So if they get 100 cars, pays $10,000 to win.
Okay.
If they get 250 cars, it's $25,000. But if they get 500 cars, they're paying $50,000 to win.
I didn't know there's 500 cars.
But I mean,
Where are you going to park?
like, it's cool, but it, like, not all 500 cars are going to race for the feature.
I don't
So
know.
how many B's and C's? I mean, you going to do the alphabetical?
It's going to be Chili Bowl probably all week. It would have to be. Although since it's only the 4th through the 6th,
So, really, they might lock in top 2 out of the heat race. And
Every night?
I don't know.
I mean, you'd have to send at least half of them home after qualifying.
It's 2 nights of qualifying. 50 cars start Saturday. 50 cars?
Holy.
Do we have time to get one together?
No.
Well, we can probably just go get one from the back of your
We do not have time to get one together.
Yeah, and it's a nice $500 entry fee. The first place also gets a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle.
Nice.
And then second place gets a 24-foot enclosed trailer.
No, nice. I went second.
I mean, that's gotta suck if you're just leading there and then you remember, shit, I get a motorcycle, but if I finish one spot back, I get a trailer.
Some guy with an open trailer that's like, that enclosed sounds really nice.
I'm just going to hit the brakes.
Yeah. There you go.
That's cool. What's the grandstands, the pit passes, and all that?
Looks like we got grandstands are $10, pit pass is $20, and kids 5 and under are free.
So I see they're charging for ATVs $20 a day. Trackside. What's trackside? That's your RV?
Not sure actually. No, because there's camping over here. So for the full event, it's $450. For a partial, it's $350, and for a dry, it's $200. So I don't know what any of them mean.
That's full hookup and water, just electric, and nothing.
Ah,
So if you want to run up your generator the whole weekend, it's $200.
which ain't bad. We've done that.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
We'll be doing that again this weekend.
Yeah.
That's what we did at Eastbay.
So let's get into Lucas Oil since that's the farthest race we've watched, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I was only there one night, but I think y'all was there a couple
Nights. All in all, great show. I agree. Racetrack, best it could be. Can't complain about it.
Mm-hmm. I still don't think Al's happy with the surface with the new dirt he's mixed in. But he did work it a ton on Saturday and improved it a lot just between the last B main and the A main.
Right. I think it's probably one of the best ones I've seen in a while, to be honest.
The one thing that's good is it's consistently having 2 grooves.
It was racing.
There's a top and a bottom, and you can run in the middle if you have to. So
it for sure was racing. What happened?
Sorry, guys. Ricky told Steven took Steven to the gay bar again. That's why he's missing.
Oh, it's okay. We got Mama Carl. We're going to get to him after a couple topics.
I mean, he don't message us, so
we
didn't know.
I mean, Brad, did you go with me to the Lucas?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, what was your experience watching?
The track is a lot better than I've seen personally in a while, and you can actually get on it out there. You're not slipping and sliding around. The track's not all slushy. I mean, you need to work a little more, but I feel like the track's coming together.
So I have a quick couple winners right here. You know, night one, you got O'Neal, put a good old whooping on him. What's wrong?
You need to get closer to the mic.
When you speak louder.
Is that one on?
Yeah.
I think it's on.
Night two, we had good old Tyler Herb, son.
Yeah, Turbo's out on the racetrack. Yeah, I got him, son.
Turbo was good. Night three, I definitely like old Jimmy Owens. Put a old man whooping on him.
Yeah.
For sure. Then, of course, Davenport was a top contender all the nights and finally got one on night four. And my favorite winner out of the whole week was Dalton. Is it Dalton Wilson?
Yeah, Dalton Wilson.
For him, I believe he had 200-something starts with Lucas Oil.
Something like that.
Finished second, finished third, finally got his first W, and got his first W at the last Winternationals at Eastbay Raceway Park.
And I did see they're selling a special shirt for that I kind of want to get.
Now that's badass. I don't care. I mean, it'd been cool to see someone else win, but for him to win his very first Lucas Oil, very last race at Eastbay Raceway Park for Lucas Oil besides October, of course.
Right, yeah.
I think that's badass, dude. He was very humble. I like that I liked his interview, man. He just blue collar boy, knows what it takes to get there. He's not one of them. I don't want to be a dick, but people got money, and I'm badass. And nah, dude, that dude worked his ass off. He almost gave it away. Tyler caught, I believe, Boom Briggs with one to go.
Yeah, which I had Boom Briggs and Dirt Graf, so when he sat on the pole,
You're excited.
I was like, oh yeah. And then I kept watching, like, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, one of them nights.
So to close off with Lucas Oil, you got anything?
Not a whole lot for the racing side. I did have an experience with the Hoosier guy that they had. So, like we said, we have the Swamp Cabbage 100 coming up this weekend, and I was trying to get a new tire. And we go into pits, which, we was going to go into pits anyways, so whatever. But I go over to the tire barn, and there's a couple guys there with Hoosier. They got, their stickers and their merchandise set out. And someone had told me that they would sell me a tire. So I walk up, and the guy, barely looks at me. And I'm standing right in front of him, and I'm like, hey, you got H500s in there? And he goes, we don't, but the track does. And then he turns to a young woman walking by and goes, ma'am, can I get you to wear a sticker for me? And so I looked at him again, and he didn't even acknowledge it. I'm like, so you're not selling H500s? Oh, no.
That was track.
That was some Hoosier guy.
Oh.
So Hoosier customer service, not the best so far.
So I don't want to jump into was your pit experience there in Lucas Oil, or was it during the sprint stuff?
This was during Lucas Oil.
All right, let's jump into the pit area. What the hell was going on?
So we was trying to get back, and the pits are always crazy for some reason, but, we was trying to ride the golf cart back to the trailer out in the back 40 where we parked at, and the entire road was blocked with pedestrians, walking 37 wide, and I just want to, I'm not that good. But I just kind of wanted to give a PSA for people that are in the pits. Even when the races are over, the pits are a dangerous place.
Oh, yeah.
You never know when a race car is going to be coming by. And you never know when that race car is going to have a problem. I've seen a micro sprint that was just driving by, and next thing I know, it's in the side of Nick Brown's VA Warrior because the throttle hung open on him. So you always have to be vigilant and alert. I mean, we were honking the horn at people, and they still weren't even looking back at us. We had the lights on, and just know that, yes, it's cool to go into the pits, and I'm glad that the fans get that exposure, especially with the Lucas Oil guys.
But I'm sorry to cut you off. They have to understand when a driver and a crew is working on a car or they're going to staging, You got to give them room.
Right.
Now, if you come after drivers that's bullshit and they're cleaning the car, you want to talk to them, ask them questions, that's great. But why? Like, it's like us going up to Davenport or something. They're up to fresh in the car, getting ready for a damn P game. That's 2 minutes, about to go back out. You can't go up there and talk to them.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to stop by and talk to somebody and see them, the driver themselves, underneath the race car and say, all right, we'll come back later. Because we know how it is that, just working on your car, you don't want anybody, coming over and talking to you.
Right, but you're telling your guy stuff, you're telling your crew people stuff.
Right.
And you're distracting him and his guy,
Right.
It's a bad deal.
But especially the roads, yes, they're very wide, but race cars are also very wide, and you just got to make sure that there's room for people to get by. Now, granted, yes, we was on a golf cart. We don't need as much room, but just something to keep in mind, especially in the hot pit area. They call it the hot pits for a reason. It's hot. There's people coming in and off the racetrack. It's just not a very safe place to be at, especially if you're not paying attention to what's around you.
And also, sold out all week.
Yes. Everything was sold out.
There's barely standing room.
For sure.
Yeah, I think Zach, I was talking to him one day. He's like, yeah, we went last night, and I was standing. I'm like, Zach, last night was Tuesday. He's like,
That was when we went Tuesday.
He's like, yeah, it was packed out on Tuesday. I'm like, that's, which is awesome to see. I wish we could get that many people on a regular Saturday night. But
I think Lucas Oil brings their own fans.
They do. A lot of out-of-town tags.
But it's amazing to see people that live here, and you're like, and they're knowing people talking crap about the racetrack, and I don't want to throw names out, but you're just like, why don't you come support us on a local Saturday night?
Yeah, that's what some people don't seem to understand. The track needs support. They don't need you bashing them on Facebook, and I think that's why we're seeing the downfall of Eastbay right now. It's just too much negativity out there.
Now, if you're saying, oh, that track sucked, had holes and ruts, okay. If he tried his best, he did what he could.
And that's the thing. That's what people don't see is Al works the crap out of that racetrack. He normally has at least one grader going. I've seen him with two graders. I've seen the water truck, the skid steer. I mean, even Saturday night, he was working it so hard that the skid steer almost got into the motor grader.
Yeah.
And,
well, yeah, I mean, he saw, I was on the infield, and, I mean, I saw where that hole started coming in 1 or 2, and then next thing you know, I see Al get on his four-wheeler, and he's waiting for the last B main to get over so he can go get the grader right when they get off the racetrack to fix the little hole that they had down in there.
Yeah, that's the part that people don't pay attention to, and I can tell you during our Winternationals, because we camped there, and every night he was out there, and every morning he was back out there again working on the racetrack.
You got comments?
Pedestrians are bad. This from Shane Smith. Pedestrians are bad enough, but you should see the side-by-sides in the pits in South Georgia.
And shout out to Smith. Made the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome. The last Eastbay one around of Lou's all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right about the side-by-sides, too, and the jacked-up four-wheelers. And we actually, up at Marion County Speedway, we had an altercation with one because he threw rocks at one of our drivers. Not on purpose, just gassed up his ATV and the big mud tires he had on them, just threw rocks at one of the guys. And, that was a whole fun deal to deal with. But
also, Clay Harris. He's been doing good in Lucas Oil.
Didn't he almost win one this week or last week?
I think up Bubba's.
Up above Bubba's, yeah.
At Bubba's. I mean, Smith's been fast, man. He just had no brakes. It's just shit will happen. And I was happy to see him make that show Saturday night. That's definitely a big boost. Like, all right, we know we can run with these mother truckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know. And Smith ain't wagging on driving ability.
No, yeah.
So.
It's just a whole nother level when you get to a traveling series.
Right. Is that it on Eastbay Lucas Oil?
I think so. Well,
or you want to get
just real quick, I want to mention. I don't know who designs Brandon Shepard's race car, but that man needs a race. They are some beautiful race cars. That car he ran with the orange that fades to camo, Cool.
Yeah, that's
Just
nice.
loved it. Bought me a little pullback racer with that scheme on
You
it.
been playing with it?
I just look at it.
He just looks at it.
You just play with it while you're in the bathtub.
Oh.
I see you got a couple of remarks right there to a B main.
Hey, man, where? Because you can't read. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I forgot about them notes down there. Yeah, so, one of the last B mains, we had, I guess, so the caution apparently had already come out, and Mark Whitener and Tony Jackson Jr., they wrecked each other going down the back, coming off the 4 and down the front stretch, and there was some excitement in the pits. I didn't really get to see what happened, but a lot of people took off running that way. The thing is they were both in a transfer spot when it happened, and it was under caution. Now, granted, it was right when the caution come out, but it still was under caution.
Yeah.
Just a little interesting some events there. And
I think this comments towards me that Ricky said.
then,
How's it feel to win 18 straight wins and race once a year? Well, life happens and work's more important sometimes. Ricky
said that?
Yeah.
Your comments like staying up all the time.
No, you gotta hit
I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I hit button.
We got some new technology going on over here with our Facebook page, and it's different.
He said I felt that. All right, well, we're going to go to topic 2. Let's go ahead and kick into sprint hogs.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to go to this event. Working nights, can't really do that. But the King of the 360s is what they used to call it. I don't know if they call it that this year or not.
Yeah, they did.
They did. That's a special event to me because it's the only Winternationals event that I've ever done as a photographer. So that was pretty cool to be able to go out in the infield, and I have pictures of Tony Stewart, my favorite cut driver, racing a sprint car. So just cool little things that I've always enjoyed. And then this year, the mod lights were there. As we mentioned before, Anthony Stewart's a good friend of ours that was racing his mod lights. I didn't get a chance to go out and help them out. They moved with the rain that was coming in, and which came in. They moved.
Ricky's that's comment.
Ricky again.
Yes.
Why can't he make comments like that when he's here?
He says Tom Brady's going to be in a sprint car. What?
The only news I saw about Tom Brady is he was going to start golfing.
Okay, Highland became LA Tuesday, great. Back stands, right?
Yeah.
My question is to y'all, $40 to get in. I get we're not outlaws other places, right? But anyway, I think it's not a proven fact, but I've heard anywhere else Highland goes, not calling them out because I don't know what's going on. It was a little bit cheaper to get in at certain tracks. But what I hate is packed stands Monday and Tuesday. Then we come to our local people are running 360s.
Yeah.
And no fans in the stands.
Which again I didn't get to see.
No fans on Friday.
I don't know.
No fans on Friday night.
We were able to walk all the way to the top of the bleacher and stand there the whole night.
Well, I guess because of the name of the series with 410s, because it's Kyle Larson owns it and all that, promotes it. And then you had Kyle Larson racing a bunch of other big name drivers that you don't see in the 360s.
And I learned something. I asked Derek after the races, I said, did you forget your Mueller flag at the house? Oh, well, their rules, they don't use Mueller flag.
And for those that don't know, Derek is
our flagman at Eastbay.
There you go.
And we can jump into this too, like a lot of lap cars has cost people wins. I've seen it all last year. Listen, if shit's not right, get the hell out of the way. Right? You can hear a race car. You have headphones in, you can still hear them.
Right.
But to the point is that it happens too often. Or the lap car goes to the top, leader go to the bottom, then don't know they're there, whatever. And it's just I feel like if you get lapped twice, you get back flagged and get off the racetrack.
For sure.
Is that not a rule?
No.
I thought that was a rule.
The Top Gun has that rule. You see his last comment?
Y'all ever stood on the top of the stands with Bubba talk about adrenaline rush with the board's bow.
No, but I did lean against the Jersey barrier with him.
I think the mover flag needs to be used more often. The bike flag needs to be used more often.
I mean, especially if you, I mean,
it's in all kind of racing now.
One lap down, don't stress about it, you know. But if you're 2 laps down, 3 laps down, I think it's time for you to get off the racetrack.
Well, I think the problem is it's going to end up coming down to a case-by-case basis because, so let's say you have a brand new driver that has never raced before, and they're running, you know, like a local street stock or whatever. Well, they don't have anywhere else to get seat time. The feature is your only real seat time.
Which I understand.
Now, as long as they're, now of course if they're, you know, 90 degrees coming off the corner and then headed back up the racetrack, then that's the case that, yeah, they need to come off.
Yeah, that's how I feel like you should. I understand. I believe in everybody getting seat time.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way you're going to get it.
Right.
But if you're a beginner, you should stay to the bottom.
Yeah.
Run the bottom. When you get on the back stretch or the front stretch, yeah, open and wide open, but kind of keep it close to the bottom of the track, especially when everybody's running the high side. Don't try to run the high side with them because now you're either going to start a fight with somebody or you're going to get ran over.
Yeah.
Because you just cut somebody off that was passing for second.
Yeah. And
I feel like, sorry to cut y'all, but I feel like I've been to one racetrack, I forgot what it was. But if you're, I've heard it, I was running fifth or something, and they'd say your number and your name, be like, hey, leader's coming. Hey, leader's there.
yeah.
Don't stay there. Stay low. You know, that's what I think. That's what we need to do. We need to get these promoters. You know, because it sucks, man. You never know they're going to go high or low. But if you have someone in your ear, hey, leader's coming. Leader's there. Stay low. Then the leader knows. All right, he told him low. I'm going to go to the top.
Yeah.
I think it would help a lot of racing.
It would.
I mean, especially when you got 360s out there.
Well, and that's the other thing is the way I see it in a sprint car in general. If you're 3 seconds off the pace, you probably don't need to be out there.
No.
Like, and here's an example right here. Ricky says, after that, I'm taking up the racetrack. If you're better, go around, find a way around it. Well, here's the problem. You're going to find someone where if you do it enough times, they're just going to jump your shit.
Yeah.
They're just going to jump your shit, and that's what it is.
Since Ricky's watching, y'all got them cars ready for Swamp Cabbage? Or is it just Steven racing?
No, Ricky's been the only one commenting. Steven ain't even chimed in.
Who?
Yeah.
Missing through.
So,
I
anybody,
mean, that's just what I think. If you're,
does anybody else have a take on the back flag and mover flag?
I mean, the black flag, in certain cases, probably should be used more. If you see somebody intentionally take somebody out or doing something dangerous, we definitely need to get them off the racetrack.
oh, now he's watching.
Now, the time that I wish they didn't have black flags was I was running third with a street stock a couple of years ago, and was running a pretty good third, felt good about it. Well, next thing I know, black flag comes up for me. I'm like, there's no way that's for me. Come back around, and once again, Derek's pointing flag at me, waving it, and I'm like, and of course, my raceciever wasn't working. So I just was like, I'm going to have to just pull in here and hope something crazy, because car felt fine. You know, as a driver, you know, when you don't hear no crazy noises, you don't feel the car doing nothing crazy. And you come in, and one of the safety guys comes over and goes, hey, you had sparks coming from your flywheel area. Well, come to find out, the starter had come loose and was hitting the flywheel. Now, me personally, at that point, I don't care about the starter. If I'm running third, I would have liked to have been able to finish that race.
Or at least, you know, throw a caution and say, hey, you got some sparks coming out.
Yeah, so.
Let you pull in, see if you could tighten up something that maybe, like you say, your starter's coming off.
Yeah, so it's a catch-22. You know, if you use it, then you have situations like that. If you don't use it, then you run the risk of putting somebody in danger. And the move over flag, though, should always be used. But they should change the name from the move over flag to the hold your line flag, because that's really what they're trying to tell you to do.
What do you think about the move over flag?
I mean, I think
you've gotten it a couple times when you first started.
Yeah, because a lot of times you don't know where the leader's coming, so they at least need to announce it or do what happened to me. I got hit in the back, you know what I'm saying? Because no one announced the leader was coming around turn, got smashed. So
Yeah.
But when you see that, I mean, just starting, you're staying to the bottom.
right, exactly.
You ain't going to try to get up in
No.
with everybody to try to hold somebody up. You're running the
down, so I
bottom.
already know they're coming around the corner fast, so it's either get down, let them go, or they're gonna take you out.
Especially like kart racing's got worse about it.
Oh,
Chopping noses off and
there's no respect in go-kart racing anymore.
and just
For sure.
driving through people. I mean, use the black flag.
I mean, you went to your first go-kart race, what,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago? Last week,
Yeah.
2 weeks ago?
I mean, they need to use some flags for sure. I mean, I watched them people put Jake off the track and through the fence. I mean,
And no cautions?
no caution, no nothing. Keep running it. You know what I'm saying? People flying way off the track in the grass.
It's just and I remember when I started racing and you started racing, they used it.
Oh yeah,
If you're in the way of the leader, you cause a wreck, you're gone.
yeah.
You need a
And they used to protect the leader. If the leader got taken out, even by second place, they give the leader a spot back.
correct. Now,
Now you got people driving through the infield like was on that video.
for sure,
Yeah.
it's just. Well, that's my intake. I think we need to start using it more. I think promoters, race directors need to start get on the radio and like, hey, like 75 lapper you have coming up. There's going, dude,
Yeah.
by lap 10, y'all are going to be hitting the back of the field.
Oh yeah.
And Henry County is not wide.
No.
And no with the one race crew, you know?
And it's not big at all, so there's not much room to begin with between first and last.
So if they came up, okay, someone made the show, whatever, right? And they came up, all right, leader's coming. He's there.
Mm-hmm.
Stay low or stay in your spot or something.
Yeah.
It's
Now, I think Eastbay used to do that. I remember hearing it on the radio at least a couple times. They'd come on and say, hey, so, leader's coming, hold your line. I don't know why we don't. I'm sure the reason why we don't do it anymore is because somebody heard the wrong number or something and decided to just get rid of that. They blamed the communication on why they messed up or something.
Right.
I'm sure it's something to do like that. That's why they don't do it anymore. But it definitely can be a safety concern.
good question, Steve. Where is Steven? He's your son-in-law. I have no idea where he's at.
Yeah, we don't know. Normally he at least lets us know he's not going to be.
Ricky said mine's ready. Other than needing the gear, mine goes crunch, crunch when you spin it by hand.
Oh, that's good. That's normal.
Once
Just that you got too much dirt in there, bud. You need to clean it out.
you put it in high, you're good. You're fine.
He said eating at the K-bar with Ricky.
That's a good one, Steve. That's all I got on the flags. Anybody else have anything on flags?
Well, I think we got everything on there.
I just know how it feels as being a leader, and you see lap cards, and you're like, okay, one's this way, one this way, one. You're like, and in your mind, you're like, well, I'm not the door slam this guy to get past this guy because he's just, I don't know what he's doing, being a squirrel or whatever. It's just, it would save time, save race cars, save accidents, everything.
Well, and when two guys are side by side, what's the move over flag? Because you're not going to let the guy pass you just because the leader's coming up. You're still going to fight that guy as hard as you can.
Right.
But we go back to the point is, are we protecting the leader?
Right.
That's catch-22.
And that's where everything comes down to a case-by-case basis.
If you're leading a 75 lapper with 2 to go, and you're coming off with 2 lap cars that are side by side, what are you going to do? You can't slow down. You can't.
There is no right answer.
Because 10K's coming,
Right.
and Hill's coming behind it.
Yeah.
So it's either move him or get past.
Yeah.
Or try to drive through the middle. 9 times out of 10, that don't work out too good.
I've seen people make that work before.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can make it work, but you're taking a bigger risk than
It's just
trying to get them out of the way.
the catch-22.
Yeah,
There's no right or wrong answer.
exactly.
It's just imagine yourself being in that position. I know I'm gonna do. I'm gonna feed the right rear and get out of my way. Our clots are too competitive and too much momentum.
Probably at Hendry County, your best bet would be to nudge the guy on the bottom and try to move him up. And if you take him 3 wide, then as long as you're on the bottom, you will probably be all right. Trying to go to the outside of stretchers because the straightaway walls come up very fast because the corners are a lot wider.
Right. Well,
Ricky asked when our next race is. I think March 23rd.
Ours, well, it might be March 1st. We might go to All Tech Friday night if we can get off work and be there in time. And March 23rd, at Volusia.
I think we raced that weekend.
We covered a couple things. Let's jump into your coming weekend.
Yeah, so we got the Swamp Cabbage 100 coming up down in Hendry County. And
Devin Dixon's going to wheel the 90 this coming weekend. Y'all in trouble.
At the Swamp Cabbage?
Y'all in trouble.
I mean,
Because that's 2 badasses.
Yeah, either one of them is fast enough to win that race.
He used to have to watch out for Steven, but he passed Steven last race.
Steven who?
Oh, ball.
Oh. All blue.
Well, he's got Hendry County figured out a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
But tell me what's going on. I know you're getting ready.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a big weekend coming up, especially for the Thunder stock, factory stock, whatever you want to, pure stock, whatever you want to call them. They're running for 21,000 to win. They're running 100 laps. You got the Cruiser 604 late models running for 12,000 to win for 75 laps. The 4.6 Fords or the Crown Vics are running 3,000 to win for 40 laps. And then we're running for 8,000 to win, running 75 laps.
Do you have a competition caution?
No.
Do you have burn off for weight?
I don't know about this event. I know for the 90 lapper, the 92 lapper, the Memorial race, they
Pound per lap?
No, they actually asked us at the drivers' meeting, and the last 2 times nobody has asked for a burn off. It really wouldn't affect us anyways because I think with a dry tank we'd still be ready.
Well, you got a big fuel cell too.
We have a giant fuel cell, and after the 30 laps at Eastbay, I think I only used about 7 or 8 gallons.
Right.
So someone like me probably could finish the 90 lapper that we have coming up at Eastbay. But somebody on E85 is not going to make it. Even if they got a 45-gallon fuel cell, they're not going to make it.
Right.
So,
Are they tire testing?
no.
No tire testing.
I was told when they are not tire testing for the Gary Gary.
Are they marking tires? Where if you qualify on this, the E-racing, you got to run a feature on this.
Are we still? Which one are we talking about now?
Cabbage.
Okay, the Cabbage. It's cruises, so they will be testing, and they probably are going to mark tires. I don't know for sure what they're going to do. I didn't get to run this race last year. I watched it from home. I know Steven ran it last year.
We are stopping halfway for fuel. For the Cabbage, or
That's gonna be for the 90 lap Gary Memorial.
oh yeah.
He says Timmy's wheeling the factory stock.
Timmy's gonna wheel the backward stop. All right, what else you got on that? Cabbage.
Yeah.
Do you get cabbage when you win?
No, so
That's kind of messed
it gets
up.
the name from the Swamp Cabbage Festival that they have down there. It's the same weekend, so that's where the name comes from. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe there is some cabbage related stuff at the racetrack. I don't know.
I mean, they better.
Cabbage soup, something.
Right.
Cabbage on the burger.
Oh, cabbage.
You'd have to ask Steven. He went down last year, but
Oh, yeah, he was eating.
yeah, but we made quite a few changes for nationals. Going down there with a different gear, different stagger. I've adjusted my throttle pedal quite a bit to try to help me control my throttle pedal. So I think we're going to be good. There's always that chance that these changes counteract each other and we suck, but I think we're going to be fine.
All right.
I'm feeling pretty good about it. This racetrack has not been very nice to me, so it owes me something, right?
Oh, congrats, Kenneth, on your win. Kenneth said you should Google what swamp cabbage is. That could be nasty. Ricky said, what gear did you run?
What gear did I run, or
Yeah.
what gear am I going to run?
Did you run?
I ran a 650 last time.
Steven goes, Cruiser Tech, Cruiser rules, but not Cruiser sanction per Ken Kenny. That's no comment.
Well, they will be tire testing, I'm sure. But
All right. Well,
that's all.
what else you got on this before I jump into our little guest?
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. We got parking paid for and entry fee paid, so, they make it easy. You call in, talk to Ruthie at their Central Mobile Home, get your entry fee and your parking reserve. And I mean, just shout out Ken Kenny for putting on big events like this and giving us local guys a chance to race for some big money. That's all to him. He's always making that racetrack better. I think he's expanded the pits even more.
Yeah, I see that online.
So, I wish Ken Kenny had that track a little closer, but we're going to try to make it down there as much as we can to support him since he supports the racers so much.
Steven says they tested tires big time last year.
He's still mad about it.
How does he fail? That's all you got?
I think that's all we got. It's a pretty big event. Looking forward to it. I'll head down there on Friday, take the RV and all 7 wiener dogs with us. And
Oh, shit.
He likes them wieners. All right. Well, for y'all that don't know, don't hang around me, this is Red. That's what I call him. Obviously, he's got a red beard. We have decided to call him Bomber Carl.
think so?
Bomber Carl? Oh, we don't have a Bomber Carl yet, do we?
No.
No.
Okay, he is Bomber Carl. Brad, we're going to do a couple questions. Obviously, you just started racing, I don't know, a year ago or something. We can skip your name. Obviously, you race a Bomber. Obviously, you race at Eastbay.
Right.
What is your plans with your racing right now? Like, where do you want to take that new car? Obviously, he's bought a new car. If you don't know, bought a brand new car, new to him.
If we can turn the camera 90 degrees, you can
Yeah,
see it. But
see it. All right, good. Where would you like to race this for?
I'd like to try a different couple of tracks, Volusia, because it's a lot bigger. I mean,
So you might want to take a nap, son.
maybe North Florida
Yep.
a couple times, just try different tracks.
North Florida's got a lot of cars.
You know what I'm saying? Get a little more seat time, and then eventually have to move up to a bigger car.
Right. How long have you been racing total?
I started in October of last year.
He's a newbie.
nice.
Newbie. Why did you even start racing?
Cause I got to feel like I hung out with Jenna when she was racing, went to the track with y'all a couple times, and, I just like the energy, and then, when you're behind the wheel, the adrenaline.
Right. Obviously, what do they call them now?
Gladiators.
Gladiators.
See V8.
Well, I've been watching Flow, dude. They call them V8s. I don't know. I won't talk about it. Obviously, when you started, they were called Gladiators. We've heard Bang Bangers. We've heard Bombers, Ponies,
Mini stops.
Mini stops.
He likes the pony, dude.
Well, what do you prefer as a name? I know you just started racing, but what name do you like? Do you like Gladiator? Do you like Ponies, Bang Bangers?
I mean, they might as well call them 4-cylinders. I mean, that's the only thing out there running,
Right.
I mean,
What's your car number and why?
it was 20 when I first started out because my best friend got killed on 820, and then I'm gonna put K behind it. So for my last name, so I'm running 20K this year.
I like it.
Running for 20K, baby.
20K, baby. Since October, what's the most you've been upset racing?
Just taking a junk car to the track, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get out there, run a heat, and then you go to run your feature, and then you just have gas problems. You keep spending money to try to figure out them gas problems. Nothing ever fixed it. So, you just got to keep going. I mean,
What is your favorite racing memory?
hang
Hang out, Brandon. All right.
Probably a big win.
going to Volusia,
That or making at least a couple laps without the car messing up. I'd probably say.
Nah, I ain't made enough.
Yeah, but I mean, like from when you first started, you was making a good couple laps, but they weren't your quickest.
Right.
Now you got a little bit quicker, but now you got the fuel issues. But you had some problems. Then you went and made a couple more laps than what you did.
Well, now I got a car that starts as soon as you turn the key. So.
Well, yeah, I mean now we got a good one. But I did say, you pulled it in infield. I'm off the team.
That's all right.
Off the team. So you might just want to call us a caution.
Right.
And pull out the track, and then I'll still be on the team.
We ain't pulling in unless that thing's blowing up.
Well, don't say that now.
So, obviously, Red said he went racing with us. He has joined us. Josh is very crazy. You know I am racing. Kind of get a little bossy. Kind of get a little upset. Be an asshole, pretty much. And this guy?
I think his first one, he went to the Sunshine, too.
Smiling ear to ear. Dude, I could cuss him out and smiling ear to ear. That's what I'm talking
Man,
about.
it's just the atmosphere. When you get out of them
and to
cars,
go to the
you stand
Sunshine.
fence, and cars just got their whole body shaking.
And we took him to the Sunshine, a big race, wasn't a local Saturday night, working his ass off.
With them real late models.
I don't want to
Yeah.
talk to you. Dream class and racetrack. What is your dream class you want to race, and where would you like to race your dream class?
So I would like to race the open wheel modified out at Golden Isle.
Oh, shit, that's what I'm talking about.
Man,
That's a good one.
He trying to get up on the wheel, son.
It's
Yeah.
modified behind us.
That's a good one. Where would you like to race your car? They don't race it. So, they race modifieds everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, with the Gladiator,
Yeah, Gladiators, they don't race.
would you like to try like a road course with it? Are you looking to try like maybe a go-kart track?
I'd try a road course. I ain't never been on asphalt racing, so I mean, it wouldn't hurt to try it.
You're there all day.
Yeah.
You got a lot of practice during the daytime,
Yeah.
but the road never changes.
Yeah, them road course guys practice more than the asphalt oval track guys. They'll be there for 3 days practicing.
Who is your favorite driver / hero? Now you can have a favorite driver, but you also have a different hero. You know what I'm
Brandon
saying?
Yates for both of them, right off the bat, baby.
Freaking dog, dude.
They sport that 53 car, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, who is your favorite driver?
Right now, I say Kyle Larson because he's doing big things.
Get off my show. No, that's good. Kyle Larson is.
And just like the other night,
He's one to watch.
just like the other night, if you watch him race, I mean, he pulls gaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would have thought to go in between them cars like that? I mean, he just thinks quick, reacts quick.
You can't take nothing away from him. He can drive a wheel
Yeah.
off a wheelbarrow.
What's that saying that's been going around? Dust bowl, chili bowl, toilet bowl, don't matter. Larson by straight away.
Yeah, for sure.
He didn't make the chili bowl.
He didn't. Oh well,
He didn't make the chili bowl.
yeah.
No.
He didn't. He wasn't there for Saturday though.
Yeah.
He would have made it if he had kept all 4 wheels on the ground.
So Kyle Larson, obviously. Hero. Who's your hero, idol, you look up to?
Really ain't got one. Really ain't thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
He don't look up to you.
I wouldn't do me either.
Yeah, I'm playing.
It depends on the race.
Yeah, I would do.
Yeah.
They're lately not.
If we finish 6, 7, yeah, definitely look up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
if
we're
we're
up
there
there
top.
in 6th place finish these days.
Well, you're racing
What
with the
you
best.
do?
It has been that way lately.
Okay.
It's been rough here lately.
If you owned a racetrack, what would you do? So, example is, if you owned a racetrack, what kind of racing surface, what kind of clay, classes you would run, stuff like that.
So if I owned a track, I'd want it more like Golden Isle. You know what I'm saying? So you can run more faster cars out there, and I'd run a little bit of every class. You know, get more people show up. They want to see excitement. They want to see fast cars. They don't want to go out there for no boring show.
I think every racetrack should race late models, sprint cars, every night. That brings
I
fans.
mean, that's what Showtime's doing.
That brings fans. And I'll alternate Street Talk, Speed Wars, and Bombers.
Exactly, and not make them go in the same order every race.
Right.
Like,
Ricky says if someone finishes the race, I look up to them. Yes, he looks up to everybody.
Obviously, a couple sentences. What's the next step in your racing?
the next step's probably I'm gonna get a little more seat time in a Gladiator, and then I'm probably going to go up and buy maybe a street stock or something like that to get rear-wheel drive experience, and then I'm going to go.
Get you one of them 4.6, man.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, unless you got deep pockets, you don't want a street stock.
4.6, bro. $4 grand. Race ready.
I'd do 4.6 and go from that after that. I mean, 4.6s, they racing them everywhere.
They
Right.
everywhere.
I mean, but it's whatever you want to do. But I mean, like, hell, you go down to Josh has got a couple
asphalt,
on the
dirt. I think they run them on figure eights. They do everything with them.
I think Showtime does a figure 8 one.
I think I've even seen them run backward. Actually, I just seen a video today of them running backwards.
In reverse? They put this some bitch in reverse and go back?
No, they took right to the left.
You gotta be like specific
Yeah.
on what you're gonna say.
They might have turned the seat around.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they ran them in a reverse. Oh, that'd be hard with no mirrors, though.
Oh, you just got to look just like this.
Yeah.
Well,
no seat.
Yeah,
No
just take your
seatbelt.
seatbelt off.
Turn around.
That's safe. I mean, you're only going like 10 mile an hour in reverse anyways.
Right. All right. Well, is there any sponsors, people you want to shout out?
I do want to shout out a lot of y'all for helping me with my car, Pops, and, a lot of people at work. A lot of people didn't have to give me a chance coming down here, you know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate a lot of y'all for helping me with my car, get it ready for the season.
That's it.
Yeah.
He ain't got sponsors.
Hey, I offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't got none.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to you getting out there in a better car.
Yeah,
The car's
for sure.
going to run.
A lot better car.
Should be exciting. Like Zach said, you pull in, we're done.
Yeah,
You're on a racetrack for yourself.
drive that sucker to the racetrack.
Yeah. Yeah. Josh, you got anything else?
Couple quick things. It's been going around a lot. I've seen it a ton on Facebook about iRacing scanning Eastbay.
They should have done that 10 years ago.
They should, but I guarantee they won't. From my understanding, iRacing doesn't really care about the dirt side as much as everything else, and they focus more on dirt car tracks. So like your Volusia and anywhere else that the World of Outlaws goes.
Because they spend money with them.
Yeah, and from what I understand, iRacing actually charges the racetracks to scan them, which
What?
I was told that it's like $10,000 to get your track scanned.
That's kind of messed up.
Now, in my opinion, this is a time when iRacing should say, hey, this is a legendary racetrack that we're going to lose. Yes, a lot of people, local people, don't like it, but, I mean, there's people in California, New York, Oregon, everywhere that have either at least heard of Eastbay or have wanted to come down here to watch the Winternationals or something. Anytime you watch a Lucas Oil broadcast on Flow, they always mention Eastbay no matter what.
Well, I mean, like the one guy that I was talking to when the street stocks were there, he was from Missouri.
What about this? 602 Carl just said, why don't we come together and raise money?
But how are we going to raise 10?
How you going to raise 10 grand, man? I can barely raise $1.
That is, I mean, it's a good idea if we could get some people together. We'd have to get a hold of iRacing. If we had somebody with some influence that knew how to get a hold of the right people at iRacing, we probably could make it happen. I just don't know for sure. I would love to see it work out, but I don't know.
I'd love to see it on the console games.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's on. The only one that I've seen it on is R Factor for the computer, and with R Factor, everything's a mod, so it's you got to be careful where you download it from, but it is on there.
You've had experiences with it?
And you go to download a racetrack, and your whole computer shuts down.
Oh,
It's like there's the 10 other tabs you have open.
yeah.
Oh boy.
What else you got, Jeff?
We've seen 6. Which one are we calling 602? Is it the
Okay, let's call. Okay, obviously we're going to call 602 Carl Todd. My bad. 604 is going to be awesome.
okay? Because we've seen 604 Carl on the modified.
We did.
Or we heard about it.
I heard about
on Facebook.
I ain't got that dirt.
So it's cool to see him branching out and getting in something with some skinny tires and a lot more horsepower. I'm hoping he enjoyed it and would like to see him do some more racing like that. And he's going to be even harder to beat now.
Beat who?
I mean, he's out Randy every time I've come, so.
That's okay.
Yeah, them on them big
Kids
race
do.
tracks.
Yeah, man, you know, it happens.
But I think he's going to learn a lot driving a
I
motor.
taught him everything he knows.
Oh, is that what? I thought it was David Kelly.
What? We can't get him to show up to a show.
Every time I see David, he was with Lincoln.
That's all I got for tonight.
Yeah, I feel like I had one other thing. I do have a quick note that Brandon reminded me of earlier from the Lucas Oil show. You know, we're sitting there, me and my dad are watching Lucas Oil qualifying, and he looks at me and he goes, I forgot how fast real late models are.
Real late models. Since the guy get beat, that got beat by crates, got beat by V8 water.
Who?
Oh,
Who beat me in a V8 Warrior on the big show?
Everybody beats in the big show.
How did everybody beat me?
Okay, what'd you run?
15.
Might as well say last. That's how I think of it.
There was 47 cars.
Everybody from
15
14 to first.
Brian Barr said he's going to loan me a gear for this weekend. But went MIA. Josh let me hold a gear. Ricky.
Is Bars running the Swamp Cabbage, I wonder?
Probably
And
not.
is he ever going to break out that new car?
He's scared.
I haven't seen him comment today.
All right. Obviously, good topics, good show, good comments. I have 3 extra large shirts for sale, $25.
Got stickers,
I have limited stickers. Let me know. We're going to order more.
freshies.
I do have freshies. If you want to come on the show, let us know. We got to thank Bob McCarlow here for filling in for Steven.
Did he ever show
And
up on
Thomas.
my video?
He showed in for about a couple minutes and then said that he is the one that said that Cruiser thing.
Yeah,
And
And then
then they tested tires.
right. Well, I'm going to be missing next week.
I might be missing. I don't know.
Where are you going to be?
I got stuff to do. It is my anniversary.
For 1 year.
1 year married.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you better talk to my wife.
Zach, how was the wedding?
It was pretty fun. It was actually a pretty good wedding.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't get invited?
Right?
Oh, my bad, bud.
I didn't say it this time.
Y'all funny. Y'all funny. Y'all real funny.
He probably wouldn't have showed up anyways.
Yeah, he'd be like, Steven, I got to race for points. I
No,
told
he
him,
was actually at the Swamp Cabbage.
Oh, my wiener dogs.
and I said, why? I said, why are you even going? Tip Gate's going to win.
Because he wanted to try to get him a jacket.
But, I don't know. If you want to sponsor a show, an episode, let us know. We'll shout you out multiple times. And
Ray's looking for sponsors for his race
Brandon
car.
sponsor for his fucking,
He don't need much. I mean, it's a gladiator, but hey,
hey, $100 a month will go somewhere. That at least pay his couple tip passes,
pay for his crew.
pay for his crew he doesn't have, pay for some fuel.
Ricky says, I got 50.
All right, you better
Better hunt Ricky down, boy.
Better
That's
hunt
50
Ricky down.
bucks right there. You might have to pay to get in the pits to go get that $50. But it'll be all right.
all in all, these boys will see you next weekend.
Well, not red.
Red might fill in.
Oh, yeah, he might.
You never know. You might get wild hair. Wild hair.